In 2009 Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, was launched and early investors with diamond hands have ripped a lot of benefits. The next Bitcoin in cryptocurrency space is about to emerge. The name of this token is called Pulsex, a DEX created by Richard Hart, the founder of Hex Token and PulseChain. Is Pulsex coming to replace Bitcoin? The answer is absolute no, so if you're a Bitcoin fan, don't worry. I'm not talking about things that will replace Bitcoin. Rather, what I'm going to cover in this video is a cryptocurrency that I believe has the best potential to collectively create greater wealth for investors than Bitcoin ever has. Or probably ever will. That's a lot of wealth, more than most people can imagine. An investor who bought $100 worth of Bitcoin when it was first traded publicly, and simply held it through the ups and downs, would have more than $77 million today. Actually, $77, 176, 667 to be exact. More than $77 million starting with just $100. Can that feat really be repeated? Could you invest $100 right now and again turn it into tens of millions of dollars in Bitcoin today? The answer is no. Back in the early days, when Bitcoin was still a small experimental asset, much like a penny stock. And obviously, that's not the case today. Today, Bitcoin is a much more mature asset. It has already surpassed $1 trillion in market cap. It has already created countless Bitcoin millionaires and even Bitcoin billionaires. Bitcoin still has enormous growth potential. But for the opportunity to build the kind of monumental wealth that early Bitcoin investors have created for themselves, you need to look beyond Bitcoin to see a great crypto investment that is not yet launched but you can get in from the ground floor, and that is the backdoor to cryptocurrency investment in 2022. You are welcome to Pulsex. Welcome to Jafed-Leads Crypto Spotlight, a channel dedicated to crypto news, reviews, and updates. In this video, I will be talking about how to get into cryptocurrency 2022 through the backdoor, but before we start, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload new content on this channel. What is Pulsex? Pulsex is a decentralized exchange DEX that enables you to exchange tokens on PRC20 network called PulseChain for one another. For example, you could swap PulseChain native token PLS for Pulsex token PLSX. In a simple term, it works like Uniswap on Ethereum, is an automated market makers, AMM, that allow digital assets to be traded automatically by using a smart contract and liquidity pools instead of a traditional market of buyers and sellers. PRC20 function is just like ERC20 network, except they reside on the PulseChain. Rewards are given to liquidity pool providers from fees charged for performing exchanges. Benefits and potentials. Pulsex. 1. Pulsex is PulseChain's exchange. Pulsex enables you to exchange tokens, PRC20s, on PulseChain for one another. For example, you could swap PulseChain's native token PLS for Pulsex's token PLSX. It works like Uniswap on Ethereum. Bridges also let people trade currencies from other chains on Pulsex. 2. The second Pulsex incentive token. In order to enhance Pulsex's success, another token will exist to further incentivize liquidity providers beyond the fees they're already making. When they become liquidity providers, they will receive LP tokens that they can deposit into a yield farm. This not yet named token is emitted with decreasing inflation over time. 3. Pulsex's goal. Pulsex is a Uniswap fork with PLSX liquidity provider incentivization. Its goal is to provide PulseChain users with the best possible trading experience and yield farm, with a strong focus on incentivizing ERC20 holders to bridge in and back the value of their free PRC20s. 3. The best asset class in history. Cryptocurrencies have outperformed every other asset class over the last 10 years. There's a reason for that. They remove counterparty risk and middlemen, allow for privacy, have better uptime than your bank and credit card networks. Cryptocurrencies allow for a better way to log into things. They can work as cryptographic username and password pairs, independent of platforms. 5. High yields. You can provide the PLS or PRC20s that you hold as liquidity to Pulsex and earn yield on them. This is less risky than trading and allows you to earn predictable income on your crypto. Cryptocurrencies have the highest yields in the world, far exceeding those of other asset classes. 6. The most transparent trading in the world. Not only can you see what addresses trade which assets, but you can also see transparently which addresses sold, bought and how much money it has left to buy more. 7. Efficiency. With Bitcoin you need from minutes to hours until a transaction confirms, and transacting costs you multiple USD in fees. Transacting on PulseChain costs less than $1 and confirmations happen in about 3 seconds. Pulsex utilizes PulseChain's network to allow fast and cheap swaps between PLS and PRC20s. 8. PLSX only becomes more rare. Pulsex has lower fees than most competing exchanges. The fee to users is lower than on most competing exchanges. Most tokens inflate at high rates while PLSX never inflates. The supply only becomes more rare as 21% of all fees could be used to buy up the price and burn the freshly bought PLSX. 9. Trading fees are really cheap. Pulsex will have a 0.29% fee that users pay on every swap. That is less than SushiSwap, Trader Joe's, QuickSwap, and Uniswap. 76% of all trading fees could be distributed to liquidity providers. 21% could be used to buy and burn PLSX, reducing its supply over time. 0.3% of a trade's value goes to an address you must have no expectations of. 10. Pulsex will have the most liquidity on PulseChain. The initial liquidity for Pulsex comes from a bot called the AMM ratio fixer bot. It harvests over around 99.9% of many coins' liquidity from Uniswap, SushiSwap and other popular markets at launch. Then recreates those pairs on Pulsex and adds the liquidity it has harvested along with fresh PLS to make Pulsex the vastly most liquid exchange on PulseChain. How to buy or get involved with Pulsex. At the time of making this video, Pulsex is not yet launched. For that reason you cannot buy it from any platform or exchange, but you can get PLSX points that will be converted to PLSX tokens when launched by sacrificing other coins or tokens as a political statement for freedom of movement. The sacrifice started on 29th of December, 2021 with 10,000 PLSX points for every $1 sacrificed, but the rate has started increasing from 10th of January 2022 by 5% on each day. How to sacrifice for Pulsex. This is by sacrificing or giving your crypto in exchange for PLSX points. You sacrifice it as a political statement for free movement. Once you have done that, you do not own it anymore. Note: never expect profit from the work of others. Whoever owns your crypto after you sacrificed it does not work for you. To sacrifice for Pulsex, simply go to pulsex.com or pulsex.info. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and share.